Yo, it's Shootin' the Wheeze, the show where we sit down and shoot the shit on things going on in my life, the world of professional wrestling, and really whatever ends up popping into my head. It is a solo episode today. It is just me. I missed last week. We missed an episode last week. I know. I'm aware. Look, I was in Detroit that weekend, and it was cold. It was crappy. We had such a good event. I hosted a watch party in downtown Detroit for Elimination Chamber, and I feel like I've been trying to play catch up since then. I'm still behind on a lot of things. I need to figure out the rest of my find the rest of my receipts for my taxes for the between August and December. So I'm working on that currently, but I knew I needed to bang out an episode, and I felt like yapping. So this felt like a good time. If you're watching the video version, it's a little lighter in here than normal. You can kind of see what's going on behind me. I am kind of moving my setup around, making it so that I can record at these chairs back here that are behind me that are covered in boxes of beads and bracelets and whatnot. So there's that. I have a lot of irons on the fire. I'm not mad about it. We're trucking along. I'm filing my nails as well. I have a nail file here. Let's ignore that. A lot of irons on the fire. But in short, our event at Elimination Chamber, or not at Elimination Chamber, but for Elimination Chamber was awesome. Thank you to everybody that rolled through and showed up. You guys were so much fun. I love the city of Detroit. I love the people of Detroit. You guys are freaking amazing. I was so happy that I got to experience that moment with other people of John Cena turning heel. What? Excuse me? I know that wrestling fans like to be an act superior. I understand. I get it. Look, I know. If you saw it coming, good for you. I didn't. There were a lot of people in my comment section that were pointing out, how did you not see, when Cena's face was turning and looking at Rock? Okay, I've explained it multiple times. I'll explain it on the podcast as well. I took that as John Cena was mean mugging The Rock. That's what I took it as. We're going to get another part to Cena and Rock. That's what I thought was happening. I didn't think he was going to take out Cody. I'm glad he did. I think it's awesome. Love it. That doesn't mean we can't get Cena and Rock down the road at some point. I'm just saying we have a whole rest of the year. I know his dates are figured out, but whatever, what have you. On top of that, the one thing, my Patreon, if you are not a member on my Patreon, working out the kinks on that, but we've been active there. We've been doing stuff. I rolled out a bracelet club where you could sign up and get a bracelet from me. And I don't think I have any. Oh, I have one. I have the one that I made myself. So if you're on the video version, I'll show you. This is what I gave away, the Yeet bracelet, okay, for the month of February. I was lied to at the post office. I was told I could send them in an envelope. Apparently you can't, so I couldn't send them with regular stamps. So then I had to figure out how to do shipping and print out labels, and it's been an absolute nightmare. But I finally figured it out, and I shipped them out today. So that is finally freaking done. What I ended up having to do was create a new tier on Patreon so that if you still wanted the monthly bracelet, you could get one. And this is this month's. It's Irish themed for, St. Patrick's Day and whatnot, but inspired by Sheamus. It does say banger. It has a shamrock on it and the green beads. So I love it. I think it's cute and wonderful. I needed to up the price for shipping cost reasons because it's, quadruple what I had signed up for. Got that all squared away and figured out. So less stressful for me. I added a couple new benefits on the Patreon tier because of that. Thanks for all your input. If you are still in the regular plus membership, you're going to get put into a drawing for me to give away 5 of the bracelets to you guys. So I feel very organized now. I feel like I know what I'm doing. So that was very helpful. Thank you for your patience in understanding. And then we're doing the weekly match watch alongs. And I think this week I can finally get some of the series recorded. I'm excited for that. So more coming because April is going to be insanity. Absolute insanity. Not only do we have Wrestlemania in the middle, smack dab in the middle of April, and I'll be in Las Vegas pretty much that entire week, I believe. I will be in, where will I be? Chicago I'll be in Chicago the first weekend of April, or the second weekend. It's the week before WrestleMania for C2E2. And then I will be in Vegas. The week after that, Squared Circle Expo, a wrestling convention, is in Indianapolis. So 3 weeks in a row, I'm going to be away from home. So it's going to be really crazy. I'm excited about it, but I'm going to be tired. And then, having to come back and do WrestleMania things. But with the weather breaking here in Indiana, it's finally in the 60s. It's supposed to be nice this whole week. I feel my seasonal depression lifting off of my shoulders, and I think I can maybe come up with a better schedule and get some things pre-recorded so that we can release things ahead of time and not constantly be recording as I go, because that gets stressful. I hear my cat. She's meowing. I don't know if you can hear her, but I can. Anyway, what with all of those things, there's one more thing I have to do before we get yapping, and that is shout out all of our Blonde Line VIPs from the Patreon. That is the new tier that we have. We get to shout them out, and eventually I will have their social links, if they so choose, being in the description as well, but this literally just rolled out yesterday. So we'll shout them out today. We have Shane Paul, Vincent James, 13, AJ Zilla, 1115, Colt Badeau, Adele Hernandez, Robbie Chant, Matt Fisher, Germ 2024, King Batches 504, Derek Fisher, Dave, Brian, Oyson, and Ben McCracken. Thank you all so much for keeping my dream alive and being a VIP of the Blonde Line. You'll be getting your bracelets within the next couple weeks. Yay. Okay. On to yapping about wrestling. So the first thing that comes to mind, because we haven't talked about it, we didn't get to talk about Elimination Chamber a whole lot. It was fantastic. Chef's kiss. I'm upset that I was not there, but at the same time I wasn't. Netflix Canada brought out Santi and Conman, and they ended up getting the plague. They've been sick for a week and a half, I swear, and have barely been able to function or stream. So maybe I'm not so mad. They were sitting a row behind Drake, I believe. I knew a bunch of people that ended up going to that show. I'm so glad that Netflix brought them out. Glad I didn't get sick, and that I got to hang out with people and everything. And it was more my speed for sure. As far as the outcomes of Chamber, I did a review video. I was very tired when I did it. I left out Liv Morgan. I didn't give an award to Liv Morgan. I'm sorry. I just was so enamored by the situation that transpired between Bianca, Jade, and Naomi that it slipped my mind. I'm sorry. Shout out to Liv Morgan being VIP of that freaking match. I know. And as of recording right now, last Saturday, we actually got Naomi admitting that she was the one behind Jade Cargill's attack. I don't know where they're going with that. I had somebody bring up the possibility of Bailey being involved. And with that little snippet we got of her still working on making it to WrestleMania, I'm almost wondering if she will be involved in something along those lines. What else happened on SmackDown? Oh God, Io Sky won the title from Rhea Ripley. But there wasn't a DQ call with Bianca Belair getting involved. So or was that Monday? That was Monday. That was on Raw. Excuse me. Regardless, there was a lot that happened on the regular shows last week. I'll be curious what the fallout is tonight. As of recording, they were at Madison Square. They're going to be at Madison Square Garden tonight. So I don't really know what to expect, but I'm liking the way that Mania is shaping up, dude. It's shaping up to be fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So those are all the happenings. What else occurred? I had said that I was considering watching AEW Revolution. I did not watch it just because I'm really trying to prioritize my time, and I am actively burnt out. I've been talking about this for fucking 6 months now, I think. And I went into therapy last week, and I finally really just kind of said, hey, I really need to work on this. I know I keep alluding to it. I know, but I really actively need to do something because I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose everything if I don't. And we've been working on that. My weekends, I'm enjoying spending with my husband. We're gonna be vlogging more. That is still a plan. It's just so much easier when the weather is nice, and we're gonna be doing so many cool things coming up as well. He should be joining me in Vegas for the weekend, so I gotta find him a plane ticket. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. Thanks, everyone for always your kind words. I do appreciate. One of these, sometime here soon. I think I'm motivated the most by people thinking that I can't do something. Like, if you think that I can't do something, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And I had a lot of that coming at me last week of people criticizing how and what way I do things. And I think it just motivated me more to be like, oh yeah, watch this, because I'm taking a drink of my Gatorade. Hang on. Because if there's anything else that's also motivating, I know that I've had amazing opportunities, and it's awesome to get to see a lot of my other peers also getting amazing opportunities. But I think I've had the door slammed in my face lately for a lot of things. And so I want to get on everyone else's level. Like I need to get my shit together. I need to really dial in. And that's kind of the goal. So in short, I went on a sidebar. I did not watch AEW Revolution. I caught up on a little bit of what everybody was saying, but I still haven't watched it. I watched Minnie's reaction clips, honestly, to see what was going on. And it was a good turnout. Shoot. I mean, there was some stars. There were some stars out there, which is awesome. I'll have to actually, sit down and watch it and give it my full attention. I just did not have it in me last night. I had a lot of cocktails. I had a lot of those last night. I won't lie to you. What else? What else has been happening in wrestling? There's just been, I feel like people are always coming at me with all of these reports and things that I don't pay attention to. They're like, oh God, LA Knight won. A lot of title changes on just regular shows. That was what happened on SmackDown. LA Knight won the title from Shinsuke Nakamura. Hello. I didn't see that playing out that way, but I feel like Shin's title run has been mishandled. So it sucks though, because I like Shin. I love Shinsuke. I really wanted the best for him. I was really into this character. I thought that this was going to be the one that really knocked it out of the park, and then they just didn't. I don't know. They just didn't capitalize on it. They didn't focus on it, which that kind of stinks, man. That kind of stinks. So from here on out, we are on the road to Wrestlemania. We're on the road to Wrestlemania, and I gave a little bit of a heads up to a lot of newer content creators. Man, God, the amount of messages I get these days now of people saying, hey, I want to be a content creator. How do I be a content creator? Hey, how do I get into content creation? And I honestly feel like if you have to ask how to be one, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be. I feel like if it's something you really want to do, you just kind of start throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks and make it happen, A lot of us are really self-taught. We'll give each other advice here and there, but dang, I mean, for the most part, we just trying stuff. We're just trying stuff. The technical stuff, there's a lot of Googling. It's a lot of trial and error. Obviously, I have misrecorded and misplaced footage and promised dates that didn't happen. And, it's a lot of time commitment. It's a lot of money invested, travel, depending on what it is you're doing and what your goals are. But I did give the heads up of those that are in it. WrestleMania season is wild. WrestleMania season really is like the jump in with both feet. You can get the most growth. The most people are paying attention to and have eyes on WWE or wrestling in general. And I feel like we're apt for this WrestleMania to be even bigger than last year, which is absolutely crazy to me. But one thing I will say, about, let's sidebar with WrestleMania here. The ticket prices, bro. And it's not even, so I'm not even pissed at just like WrestleMania ticket prices. I'm just pissed at ticket prices in general these days. Cause I was trying to go to a Sabrina Carpenter concert and I couldn't even get in the queue to purchase the damn tickets. And Mania, it just seems to depend on what time you're looking, because nosebleeds last time I looked were like $1,500. And I just think that is just crazy to be at the tippy top of Allegiant Stadium. I don't even think it's worth it for me to be there. Granted, I'll be working for WrestleCon and I'll be doing a watch party, so you could just kind of look us up there and meet us there. But still, I don't know. It bums me out, bro. It bums me out that it's that hard, or that we allow, or that Ticketmaster allows it to be the way that it is. Their dynamic pricing thing where they just, they allow the ticket prices to go based off of how many people are watching or the demand. And I think that's so shady and so stupid. I'm not a fan at all. I think it's ridiculous. Or the fact that Sabrina Carpenter tickets are anywhere from, $15,000 to $5,000. It's insane. It's insane to me. And I hate it. Like they've really, it's like, it's bad enough that we have to look forward to prices of things just continuing to rise and wages not, meeting up with that. It's hard enough. And then having to be priced out of just attending events, or I guarantee you a good majority of people are just putting themselves in debt, which I am guilty of that as well, but putting themselves in debt, to make it to a lot of these events. And I just hate it. I think it sucks. It just sucks. What a time to be alive, what a time. I'm curious to see how many people are in Las Vegas for Mania, because when I went last time, gosh, we were there for TwitchCon in 2023. Yeah, 23. That was my first one. It was in Las Vegas. And they did it like the week before Formula One races, and everything. Oh my God, everything just was ass. Nothing made sense. The city was in shambles. Things were under construction. No one knew what was going on. It was also the same weekend as When We Were Young. So there was just a lot happening in Las Vegas all at the same time. And I hated that. I hated it. Luckily, they moved TwitchCon to San Diego, which was leaps and bounds better. But even still, I'm hoping that Vegas can redeem itself for me, because I didn't have the greatest time. This will be better though. Like I actually get to stay near the strip and not off the strip, and it'll work out. And I have like a full blown purpose there. I'm working with WrestleCon, which I've already done before. I know people, so it'll be better. I think it'll definitely be better. And Cody's gonna fly out, I believe, as long as I find him his ticket. But I don't know how to pack for it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what shenanigans we can get up to and figure out. Okay, we're trying something a little different. I really need Q&A questions, but we're doing this on the fly and I don't feel like waiting for them to roll through. So I'm just asking live for Q&A questions, and we'll see if I get any that can be answered. So as people are rolling in on the Instagram live, hello, I'm recording an episode of my podcast, Shooting the Wheeze, and I need questions to answer. So basically, ask me questions in real time. Don't be stupid. Give me good questions. Ask me good questions that I can include in the podcast, okay? So far, we're not doing great. So far, we're not doing very good. Who's my favorite wrestler? It's my least favorite question because I don't really have a favorite wrestler. I love a lot of different wrestlers for different reasons. I am not going to WWE Raw in Madison Square Garden, baby doll. I am sitting in my office in Indiana. What's my opinion on Jay's Yeet in My Rise? I actually have 2K25 downloaded to my PlayStation. I have not had a chance to play it yet, but I'm going to. We're going to get there. We will get there. Oh boy. Where would you rank Triple H in the all-time list? Again, people are going to hate me because I don't really do rankings. I think it's enough in itself to say that Triple H is one of the greats for various different reasons. And the fact that he's still there doing what he's doing is awesome. Someone asked, what do you think about the Flair and Andrade divorce? I don't think about it because it's none of my fucking business. How old am I? I'm 32. Who's my favorite heel and who's your favorite heel? This is not going well. Currently, like favorite heels. Dominic Mysterio. Do I think Seth needs to win tonight? No, I don't. I think anarchy needs to happen. That's what I think needs to happen. Best live event I've seen in person, that would be SummerSlam Cleveland. SummerSlam Cleveland was awesome. Let's see. Do you think Cena heel turn will hold up to all the hype? I do. Do I think Punk got backstage heat over last week's promo, or do you think he was on script completely? I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't really deal with like maybes, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, like backstage stuff like that. That's not really my jam. You know, I'm not a reporter. I'm not a scoops girly. It's not my jam. If you could ask any wrestler one question and be guaranteed an honest answer, who and what would you ask? That's something I would need time to really think about for sure. But it would be John Cena. I top person I ever want to like talk to is John Cena. Got it, like choking on my own air. Let's see. Oh my goodness. What's my favorite current entrance song? I don't know that I have a favorite, but the one that's off the top of my head right now is EO Skies. It's pretty good. Do I think the Wyatt Six are done for? I do not think they're done for. Am I going to do another watch along soon in Detroit? Probably not super soon because I will be in Las Vegas for WrestleMania, but we will be doing more for sure. Probably over the summertime. I don't think the match finishes for Punk and Seth. Oh, sorry. I thought that was a question. If you're just rolling in, I'm answering questions. I'm recording right now for Shooting the Wheeze. I'm just asking questions on the fly because I didn't feel like doing the whole submit questions. I just wanted to see what y'all could come up with right now. And am I kind of regretting that? Yes. Oh, someone asked, how do you study properly for an exam in 8 hours? And they said, don't ignore me or I'll turn heel. Well, I dropped out of college, so I think I'm a terrible person to ask that question, but good luck, good luck with that. If you were a wrestler, who would you wrestle and why? I would wrestle Natalya because I think that would make me she'd make me look really good. That's why. Do you think Bianca Belair should betray Jade? Betray her how and in what way? I don't know. Maybe. Do you think the Hardys come back for a last WWE run? Well, they're in NXT right now, so I would say it's not out of the realm of possibility. Are you going to watch Queen of the Ring? I'm going to try to, but they're not playing it real locally in my area. There's only one small theater that's doing it, like 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away. So hopefully it's streaming soon. When do you think the Wyatt Six will be back before WrestleMania or the Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania? I really don't know. If any of you are new to me, you'll know that I'm not a big predictions girly. I'm a watch and see kind of girl. I really do just like to watch and see what happens. I'm not real good with that kind of thing. They do ask the same questions every time. There's been a little bit that are different. Oh, Meg's asked one. What's the storyline you would like to see happen in WWE? Oh, Jesus. I have to come up with a storyline? Oh, storyline I'd like to see happen in WWE. I would like to see a Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio reunion before Rey retires. I'd like to see like a Dominic redemption arc. How about that? Hello, do you think you'll be streaming SmackDown and Raw live on Netflix at the early time? Nicholas, I replied to this over on Patreon. It's really going to be dependent on what everyone says during stream tonight. If majority of people want me to watch it at the normal time at 8 o'clock, that's what I'll do. If there's a lot of people that want me to do it early, I'll do it early. Right now, I'm planning to do it at the normal time. So... quick question. Are we still able to send you bracelets? I have a ton of leftover supplies from the Era store. Yes, you are. If you can pick a song for John Cena heel theme, what would you choose? I don't want to pick one. I want to be surprised. But how would I feel if WWE announced a partnership with AEW? I would be very indifferent, but I don't foresee that happening. Why do you have such a beef for the Queen of Spades? Is it because the Vikings are better? I have a beef with the Queen of Spades because she just be talking shit for no reason, for no good reason. That's why. That's why we have beef. You know? What's my favorite mode on 2K25? I haven't had a chance to play it yet. We're still scrolling. We're still scrolling. Do you think it's harder for people to ask you questions like this or for you to ask superstars questions? Do you think it's harder for people to ask you questions like this or for you to ask superstars questions? I don't really know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Both are hard. Both are hard in their own right, I suppose. Oh, we're still going. We're still going. Do you think Seth and Roman will be on the same page in the future again? I don't know, but I'm just going to say no. I'm just going to say no. Thoughts on titles changing at Mania? I think titles will be changing hands both ways. Have you fixed those teeth? LOL. I asked you in 2023 as well. Well, I'm glad that you cycled back through. Nope, I have not fixed my teeth, but thank you for your concern in my dental whatever the hell. What else do we got here? Still scrolling. Meh. Well, this was worth trying. What's in the little question thing here? Do you think Jey Uso wins the title? Yeet. Yes, I do. Have you been watching WWE LFG Legends and Future Greats? I haven't, solely because I haven't had time, but I do want to watch it. Best pay-per-view of all time, WrestleMania 17. What's your favorite t-shirt that you bought on WWEshop.com? I like a lot of them. I like my Chelsea Green one. I like my LA Knight one. I have the yellow one. I like all of my Yeet shirts. I have a blue one. I have a pink one. So all of those are pretty great. All right, we're coming up to you going strictly to doing hair at home soon. No, I really don't want to do hair strictly at home. If I had it my way, I would maybe just not do hair at all. But I'm not really brave enough to do that. So I'm not quite brave enough for that. But that's okay. Okay. Well, this has been fun. This has been fun. We're throwing this in at the end of the pod and hoping that it does well. This will be released probably on Thursday. That's what we'll say. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye. Well, that Q&A session felt like a dumpster fire. I hope it sounded as chaotic as it was. Jesus Lord. I need to line up a couple guests for the next few weeks. I just haven't been able to be in communications that well. I've had a lot of requests for collabs also, and it's just, dude, there's just so much going on. It's really hard for me to keep everything straight on top of, life and work and a schedule and everything. So thanks for your patience. I do appreciate that. Make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram just for live updates of what exactly I'm doing and what's going on. I will be live every Monday and Friday, unless I announce otherwise, at 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch and on YouTube. And yeah, this has just been a nice little yap session. I will post below sound like Post Malone. I'll post below what my schedule is for April and where I'll be and where you can find me. And yeah, just prepare for some fun vloggy stuff and whatnot as we transition into spring and summer Wheezy, spring and summer girly stuff. Because let me tell you, I'm ready for the warm weather. I'm ready to not be so espresso depresso because of the weather. And yeah, thanks for being here. We'll chat next week. Toodles.